will we get
That is
something?
touching.
Okay. At this time. Well, one, you could have done it. Okay. Right now, Nashville, when we restructured, Nashville started, you guys, they had $165 from they normally give a chapter 200 when they get started, and they did when this was Chattanooga Smoky Mountain. They gave them $200. And so you got $165 there, plus they emailed me and told me since they were putting $75, because that's the cost of our meeting place for today, as a get started gift. So you got $165 plus $75 there. And I brought your money from last month, and it was $82. So that makes y'all a total of 165 plus 75 plus 82.
Well,
She's figuring it over there. She's got
It's
it.
that new math.
About $212.
222, I think. 222.
You didn't
And
carry
this
it,
is why
Alicia.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You got to carry that one.
Literally, yes.
Okay,
So,
now,
$322.
222.
Those two, I'm carrying too many ones. Two.
See, Teresa, I like it. Yeah.
That's it, new trade.
Magic
Okay.
money.
At every meeting,
We can make it that easy.
well, everybody know, every meeting, we like all the chapters. No chapters as of now work on a dues basis.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't want
so,
anybody to
too.
feel like they're obligated.
Yeah.
Those of us that can, obviously, will.
Yes.
Some
Okay,
can
can I-
a little bit
away.
more.
Well,
Some
can
I-
can't.
show up.
I mean,
Well,
that's just
may
what
I
it is.
make a suggestion? In the argument, if we decide to do something like a dues paying membership, we should, especially the first year, and some neighborhood associations have done something like this, where if you pay your dues, that includes your T-shirt. So if dues are $20 a year, and you're trying to get people to contribute, you say when you buy a T-shirt, it comes with a membership. And then they're kind of feel like they're getting a deal when they're killing two birds with one stone. They have this T-shirt to show. They don't even have to keep the shirt. They can give it to a friend if they want to, or whatever.
But that also would give somebody that bought a T-shirt a voting.
Right. I like the no do. I mean, if nobody else is doing it, that's not the way that if that's not the normal way to do it, then there's no reason
I
we
would
should
much
step out
rather
there and
take up
try.
It's not the normal.
get volunteers to come together. It's like $75.
Well, that's what the
so in
fundraising
case
should
eight of us
eliminate
can
the
come
need for
together.
dues.
I'm gonna throw
Yeah.
in
If we
10
get that, if we get as active as we're talking about with the fundraising,
do
then we're
that
going to
for each
eliminate the
following
need for
meeting.
dues.
That's a whole lot easier to
Okay,
do that and
now,
get everybody
on
to
the-
say that they have to pay it.
On the converse, charging dues eliminates some people who are financially strapped. $20 is a water bill, for some
That's it,
folks.
yeah.
That's why I said no.
No dues.
Yeah.
No dues.
So
Because if somebody
then-
buys a T-shirt and they says, okay, I bought a T-shirt, I can vote, you really want people voting who have
the other thing,
been at your, ours in Nashville's and Memphis is you have to, and we've extended this to go to other chapters because we're getting a lot of intermingling now. 3 meetings, period. And you are a card-carrying member with voting and office running privileges.
And yes,
Maybe we could have incentive programs to where you could get, I don't know, some cool swag if you put in $100, or some cooler
That's a good
swag
idea.
if you put in $200. Kind of an incentive to get people to give more,
isn't there
so we'll do
those
better.
GoFundMe things where you can do the prizes and the premiums?
You got to be careful with those because they'll charge you.
Yeah. Well, why don't we
Yeah.
table the discussion on
Yeah.
any type of due because we're
Yeah.
not anywhere there yet.
Yeah, I agree. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
A corollary to the financial issue though. I love this meeting place. I wish that we could find another hotel that was on. I don't know. Is this on the bus line?
I don't think so. We need to find
There's one
something.
downtown. It's
But
Days
those buses
Inn. You
even
can stay
run on
there for
Sunday.
$69. I stayed there for $69 on a weekend.
What we need is
Where?
we need a
The Days Inn is right down the street from the camp house. They can't play. I was passing on
yeah.
the
The days
Also,
in the
two-
days
That's
two
in
and a half
what I was about
blocks.
to ask you.
Is that the one with the city cafe?
Yeah.
Okay, now the main thing we have to think about is parking, and which is parking's terrible.
Right across from the camp house, they have a big park, they have a parking lot right across from that.
Okay.
And on the other divide is a big
Yeah,
parking
yeah.
spot.
And I
Well,
like
there's several
downtown, I like
hotels out there.
downtown. And I think that what would be good is to try to find a list of places, because now we know this works. This is really great. This is much more space, more privacy, and
For privacy.
And,
so
and
people can talk
it would,
to
it would,
first.
yeah, it would be good criteria if we could find something like this that's on the bus line, to where if somebody is just riding a bike only, or they live downtown, or they're poor, and they can't afford a car, but that's a whole economic group that is heavily impacted by this. A lot of people that would be our advocates may have done jail time just for weed, or may not have a car because that threw them under the undertow financially. So, we're missing, there is a group of people that we are missing here because of that. And this is fine for this meeting. I love this room and everything, but it would be good just looking down the line if we kind of keep that factor in mind.
Well, the problem is with this place is it was advertised as downhill.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
But you have to.
I thought I was
Yeah,
downtown.
well, you have to-
Until we Google.
information
Yeah,
came to
yeah,
you.
you have, no,
Be
you're fine.
careful on that.
You're fine.
Very
You have to
careful.
learn your geography, and they're thinking of it as proximity to tourists, and tourists usually come here by car.
Yeah, it's
And-
one exit
and-
down to
yeah.
downtown.
So we have to, yeah. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's actually very nice.
Now, something we do that you guys can keep in mind is we offer, if people carpool, we offer them, it's not much, but right now it's like almost 2 gallons, but we offer them $5 for carpool. So, and even that little,
Makes a breach, makes a difference. It bridges the gap.
yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to put that out there, and it's not a hard fast criticism, but it's,
Yeah.
this is,
If we can find a place downtown where
Like
there's a
this
little parking.
And you
It
said
can even
days
be,
in.
the bus line, you need to look at
Need
the
a
bus
coffee
line
shop
over
to
by
talk about would be
Hamilton's place.
perfect.
The
The
bus
office
goes
was-
out that
is
way
a-
But the
too.
No,
buses
that's a
don't
bar.
run on
Oh, it's a
Sunday.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
They do here.
Because
Yeah,
that-
Yeah, I'm moving to Chattanooga.
Yeah, we've
Cafe
got a
is
better,
not much.
we've got a better
The
bus
office
line than
would be-
Knoxville, I will say.
Days
I mean,
in
as far as how thorough it
Okay,
is,
let's,
it still has,
pretty
it doesn't go to
You know the
Bridge, it
you know the
doesn't go
owner of that
Sunday.
place?
Days in?
No,
What's there
the
in Daisy
little
is
coffee
on
or
the
the
8th.
cafe.
yeah.
It's on the
I've talked to them before, I don't know them personally, but if you just tell them what
I
you're
will
doing,
work on that myself as
you know,
quick as possible, looking at
they
something
bring in,
straight
they know,
downtown.
Yeah,
right
and
on
a
if
the
lot of
we need
people,
to
if
do-
you're
if we need to
downtown,
do
you're gonna
this
have a
again,
lot of people
that's
show up,
fine.
you don't even
I'm
know
okay
them.
with it.
Right.
And they're gonna have a coffee and a
Yeah,
beer
we
maybe,
can
you
find
know,
Coming up so
Yeah.
quick.
while they're
Yeah.
talking.
We don't
Yeah.
have
And they sell beer there, they sell, they
Yeah.
got great coffee, and they
Yeah.
got big rooms, so I figured a lot of people would buy a lot of stuff the way they started.
Well,
Maybe
I'll
incentive
talk
for
to
them.
them.
So it might make it a little
Yeah,
extra
I
money
was
for
gonna
them, and then
say,
give,
we've
this
got to
also
talk
give
to
them
420
more
planning.
recognition too, that people probably never.
Do we wanna just get the legislation review stuff,
Yeah,
out of the way on the agenda real quick? Do you know, Yvonne, what is your, are you talking with people in the know about some of these bills, or
yeah.
can you give us your input on where you think some of these, the likelihood of how some of these will go?
Okay,
There's 4 of them.
y'all just look, cause I don't know the numbers, okay? The medical with Sherry Jones and, the other woman.
Okay,
Kyle.
that's Kyle, Joseph Kyle.
Okay,
Yes.
that bill,
Second one on the list.
Yeah.
that bill is not going anywhere. Just for the simple fact that Sherry Jones and the Democrats are weak, and she's a weak Democrat, basically, and it's a really weak bill. Speculation is, when the full medical, it's just going to, that one's just gonna go away. Because once we put the full medical out there, with more than likely 2 Republican sponsors,
Do we have a time frame on that?
it was gonna be this past week.
Yeah, and then it's not.
So it's gonna be sooner than later, in the next few days. Political speculation is,
It's
if
like it
y'all,
passed on Senate, it looks like, except for Senate Judiciary.
if y'all have noticed, there's like several bills right now that deal with cannabis. The, Faison Massey,
Yeah,
that is basically, it says decram CBD oil. If you can get it here, you won't get any legal trouble with it. But what that one does not say is it's not going to help you with DCS if your kid fails a test And this oil does have THC, it's got cannabinoids, and it's gonna show up on a drug test. This bill will not protect anybody from
Losing their children.
losing their child, losing their job, losing their income, or anything like that. Okay, I don't like the bill. And it covers a very small group of people, and it starts out covering children. But it doesn't give the families any coverage of what if they get caught in Virginia sneaking the CBD oil over to Tennessee. So that one is
It's
another.
just in-state possession only, basically.
Yes, and it's
Just an excuse so they can say that.
it's somebody's door. It's got strong. The Republicans are strong Republicans. And then the other one, there's one that's the
So do you think it will pass even though you don't want it?
that one.
The phase on
It's
okay, I'm sorry.
What we're thinking is that one, hopefully, is going to supplement, because when our full whole plant good medical comes out, and I say our because it's the one that we're pushing really.
Is it not on this list?
Not yet.
We've got a,
That's
okay.
not on the list.
Okay, so we've got Love Yarborough and Sparks Beavers, but it's not one of those, okay.
So, we're hoping, because, you know, any medical or any legalization we get going is gonna take time to implement. And the decrim CBD oil is not gonna take time to implement.
Yeah.
So, that one may be in play while we're getting the full done. That's if, you know, these pass.
It's a toe in the door.
Yeah, a very, very small toe in the door.
So do you think it has a chance of passing as?
Yes, as is, yes.
Do you have any idea how many signatures they're at with that one?
They don't take signature. Well, I don't know how many co-sponsors or anything they've got. That
They've
one,
got several, and some were added.
Yeah.
On the House, it's Faison, Parkinson, Carter, Hawk, Jones, Daniel, Boynes, and Sexton J. Co-prime sponsors. And then on the Senate, it's Massey.
now, the Love Yarborough, that one is a really good, I call it a hybrid. And basically that one is, right now, if you caught with a half ounce or less, boom, misdemeanor. Half ounce or more, felony. The way this will do it is half ounce or less, possession, legal. It's not saying if you get caught buying it though, but just possession is legal. Half ounce to an ounce is going to be misdemeanor, fine, $100. Some people call it decrim, it's misdemeanor. And then an ounce or more, you know, you just get what you get. But let me tell you about getting what you get really quickly. We had a woman in our Knoxville chapter got busted with 3 ounces plus paraphernalia. And she was polite when they arrested her. They stopped her for a traffic stop and then smelled it in her car. But she was polite to the officers. She cooperated with them. She got to her court date. Boom, they threw it out. Because they said they had so many cases that really needed attention, and this one didn't need attention. The arresting officer did not even show up for the court date. He said, this is senseless. We don't need this. We've got meth heads. We've got meth labs blowing up. We've got narcotics, and this is just not important to us.
That's
That
awesome.
doesn't happen more around.
Good sign.
I know.
Yeah, around here,
So-
they'll show up.
Okay, so what about Sparks Beavers?
Okay, now which one's that?
That is
controls-
vaporizers.
Okay, that one, okay, there's 2 different vaporizer bills.
Not in our favor.
And that
I was
one's
gonna say, I
not
thought
in our
it's-
favor.
It-
And
this
I
is
don't know a
unfair.
whole lot about that one.
Yeah, it's basically saying that they can charge you with paraphernalia if you're
If you
caught
have a
with a
e-cigarette.
vaping pen. Yeah, well, I mean,
It's taking e-cigarettes
Is that
and making
included?
them
Yeah.
paraphernalia that can be prosecuted for weed.
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess
Like,
it's. I
Because they
guess-
say you can convert
You
it,
get
you
money.
can use it after you're through, you
you
don't have
can,
the.
but it's different
Yeah.
costs and stuff
Yeah.
like, it's obvious. They don't like it because it makes it more available to do without people.
And their fight and their primary argument on this is, oh, no, the children, I'm serious, that's what they say, the children can
Kids
get
aren't
this
supposed
in
to
school, you know? Yeah.
I could get anything.
I know.
It's been some time, but back in the day.
I smoked a lot of weed behind a lot of school buildings, but you know, but that's where pretty much our bills lie, and, the board here, as soon as I hear something, y'all will be the first to know. So, you know,
Do you know who our sponsors will be?
I can't say.
Oh, that's okay, that's.
And that's one thing about me.
That's
If
kind of
I know
exciting, it's
something,
like, hey.
if I know, I mean, I will be straight with you guys. What I know, I'll tell you I know, but if it's something I can't tell you, I'll just point blank tell you. Because
Okay,
it
so
is a
our-
political game.
So our normal bill is not yet introduced,
Unfortunately.
we'll find out when.
Okay, call that, it's the Tennesseans
Yes,
United.
Tennessee and United.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the gist is, we got one we
Tennessee
don't like,
is
one we do
United.
like, and one's coming in the next week, guys.
Yeah.
That's going to have full medical, the whole bit,
Yes.
right? They're trying to do
It's
it
gonna
where
be a
we
lot,
cultivate-
it's gonna be a lot, we don't know that.
Well, we're hoping.
Is it gonna be a whole plant bill?
Yes, it's a whole plant bill.
That would be
And it's
awesome.
looser
Yeah.
than the Cooser Coon was. We gave up things in the Cooser Coon to get it going, and it failed in health subcommittee. They pulled like shenanigans at the last minute and got a doctor in there, and he swayed everybody, and it wasn't gonna pass anyway.
But it got them practicing.
It got them practice.
Thinking
yes.
about the idea.
And
seeing.
And you gotta look too. A few years ago, and one of these was actually on y'all's Facebook, people have written to Corker and Alexander and Duncan and who's y'all's Dejoy in DC? Y'all's state, y'all's
what's
US
his face?
your
Gordon
US
Hart.
rep.
No, you're thinking the state.
Who's your US rep?
Oh, it's Chuck Fleischman.
Yeah, I don't like him, but,
I know. I don't like his nose.
okay.
That's which district you're in.
But, basically, a few years ago, it was cannabis, no freaking way. You know, we don't have research. No, it's bad, it's evil, it's harmful, it will kill you. And now it's, well, we are looking more into this. It's not that big of a change, but for John Duncan, Lamar Alexander, Bob Corker, and people like that, yes, it is a big step in the right
They're
direction.
trying to transition.
In their
people.
way of thinking.
They're
Yes.
transitioning. They're transitioning.
And guys, at the end of the day, and I hate to put it like this is a political game.
It comes down to money.
Yeah.
It
It
does
is.
come down to money, it comes down to positioning, and at the end of the day, it's your representatives who, I'm sorry.
You're good.
On that note, can we ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
All right. I posted before the meeting because I felt guilty because I hadn't done it sooner. I finally wrote the letter to the state legislators, my senator, my state senator, and my not the Congress, not U.S. Congress, but the state General Assembly. And
Who's your state
it's
representative?
Joanne Favors is my representative, and
Senator?
Todd Gardner is my senator.
What district are you in the House district?
28 in the House, and I can't remember the number in the Senate.
Good.
All right.
Guys, that's important.
This is the thing we're all supposed to learn, and we're all supposed to know. We're supposed to know in the state general assembly who our representatives are. And I've been lazy, and I hadn't done it. I knew Joe Favors was because my community association stuff, but I couldn't remember the senator one because I think it had changed several years back. So I was paying attention. But
I really feel like us not knowing is how the legislators are getting away with making this still not impacting us, not changing the laws.
I
We
think
don't
our-
even know
yeah.
who to go yell at.
So I think our biggest goal in the next month, I think the biggest, all this other stuff is great, but I think our biggest goal in the first month is to be able to go to this Tennessee State General Assembly website, and they've got a link on there that says find your legislator.
It's on my Facebook page if you want
Yes.
it.
And look it up and be able to know who they are, their email address is there. Write a letter, write an email, and email them both at the same time, and just give them a pro-cannabis email saying, I am in favor of cannabis reform, and tell them why. You don't have to tell them you smoke if you don't want to, but you have to they have to be getting emails in saying, we're in favor of this.
Yes.
You know,
Have you thought about doing like a generic form that
Yeah, and I
other
have
people
one
can grab,
on
just
the
fill your
page
name
that
in here
Teresa
kind of thing?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could literally copy the one Teresa
Yeah.
did, change a couple names,
Yeah.
and paste it to your sender.
I think what would be handy, I think
I
what would
think
be
we
really
could
neat,
independent.
and on a similar note, and you know how you ever see those joke traffic tickets? Like, it's like those little things you get at Spencer's that say why you're giving somebody a ticket, like on the fashion police, and here's your ticket because your person's shoes don't match. But I think we can make a checklist like that of why do I support cannabis reform? Some people are going to say, I don't think a plant should be legislated, and you can check all that apply. But I think that would be a really cool, cool little graphic for us to have that we can post, and then people can check it off, and it's something they can fill out and copy and scan and send in, or it can be in a text form where people can use it to write their letter.
Now, I will clue you in on something. There are two issues, and you need to be sure to write your right representative about the right issue. Okay. For your state, your House, and your Senate, your issues are cannabis reform in Tennessee, period. If you're for full legalization, let them know that. If you're for medical, let them know that. If you have issues with another bill, let them know that. When you write your letter, include the numbers of the bill. HR, include the numbers. Now, for your U.S., for your House and your Senate, your key, what you need to be writing them about is rescheduling. You need to write them, and you need to write Eric Holder.
And we actually have a state representative from Tennessee writing the district attorney to try and get it rescheduled. It's something we've shared on the page a lot, and it's got a lot of hits and a lot of news.
Oh, Cohen's letter?
Yeah.
I love that man.
He actually wrote him and was like, look, this is the end of your term. Do something with it.
You don't have to
You
have
know
Congress.
it's wrong. Reschedule it. You have the ability. And if we can convince our legislators, if not to do it themselves, but to email this guy, if every single one of our legislators got enough emails to just send the guy an email, imagine what that would do. Like across the board, if that guy gets bombarded by congressmen, state reps, governors, he would be more likely to do it. And that's how you play these games. The more people we get behind in emailing, I will personally work on a letter that I'll get posted this week. A template letter for your federal and then your state to send with the numbers in there.
Now, I'll tell
You
you
guys
something.
have to look up
How
your
many
reps,
people-
but
how
I'll
many
link the
people-
emails for all the reps.
How many people have emailed their reps?
I have so many times.
One,
Numerous
two,
times.
three,
Okay,
four,
but I'm
five,
gonna clue
six.
you guys in on
That's
something.
good. That's good.
I'm gonna clue you in on something though. I tell you something they like, and it kind of like strokes their egos. Handwritten, nicely handwritten, printed letters.
Yeah.
Put the letter in an envelope, put a stamp on it, mail it. They eat it up.
Yeah, somebody's allowed to look at a handwritten letter that's addressed to them, then a typewritten label thing is bulk mailed.
It's easy to click archive or spam as you're going through your list, but when you get a letter to your house, you're like, oh shit, they took
have
some
to
time.
open it, they have to
Yes.
date it, they have to acknowledge it.
And I've been to the state and DC. The aides to these representatives are supposed to, and most of them do it. They're supposed to make note of every single email. They keep a notebook. If, like if they're walking around just, with their phone in one hand, their notebook in the other, doing other things. When an email comes across with the subject line cannabis reform, they put that under a list. And now, guys, I'll tell you, the list of cannabis reform, that was not on their list of topics 2 years ago.
But it's a talking point now.
It's a talking point.
And that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to get it to the front of the conversation.
Well, it's like all those Facebook posts, all those likes, the more likes they get, the more the media takes hold of it. And once the media takes hold, then they take hold.
Yeah.
Exactly. Guys, on the Facebook, if you're not comfortable writing letters, if you're not willing to go that far, all it takes is just posting. Pick one of the 20 a day that come through our page and share it on yours. That gets it out. People will see it. and it goes. It has traveled so fast in a week.
Send your
Sometimes-
representative's friend request.
Sometimes, even if you're.
No,
If
no,
you're too
that
shy
works.
to, if you're too shy
That
to
does.
post on your own page, a lot of times on the news feeds, the way the news feeds are set up, if you like something, your friends will see that you like something on their sidebar, and then they might click on it out of curiosity, and then that might be enough to, but.
Speaking of those news issues, if you go into a news story and there's comment section below, if you comment on it, there's also usually a checkbox that says share on Facebook. Highlight that, your friends are going to see, oh wait, this is WVLT, this is real news. I'm going to check it out because they trust that. They're sitting in front of their box and they're trusting those people talking in front of them. So if they see that on your page, maybe they're more likely to see, hey, I'll check it out because it's a legit news source.